And on to our second match, which features two men who were both losing semi-finalists in this event 9 years ago, Kim Huybrechts and Brendan Dolan. Let's get the pair of them out on stage now with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back to the Salzburg Arena here in Austria. And this is the Kazoo European Championship, where now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet our players. Would you please welcome the Hurricane, Kim Huybrechts, and the history maker, Brendan Dolan.
It is showtime, and guess who's back again? It is Alan Warren a little and John Rawlins.
Thank you, Jackie. Good reception for Brendan and Kim, Pride of Ireland and Belgium, respectively. Brendan, the higher ranked of the two players, but the Hurricane Kim Huybrechts has a decent record against Brendan Dolan over the years. Although most recently they met in Players' Championship 5 in March. Or rather, Brendan Dolan, I beg your pardon, had victory in Players' Championship 5 in March when he beat Michael Smith in the final. Kim beat Brendan 6-3 back in 2013 when he won the Dutch Darts Masters. Russ Bray, our referee, the man with the distinctive tones. The history maker, Brendan Dolan, from Belcoo in Ireland. As you see, world ranked now, number 26, and his best in this tournament back in 2012. Kim Huybrechts, who's, well, I always think he's a bit of a streaky player. When he's on his game, he looks absolutely sensational. At other times, it's just not there.
Yes, he's one of those players that has to have fire in his belly all the way through the match, and that seems to spur him on in his game. But with Brendan Dolan, he'll take his time. He's certainly a little bit quicker than he was a few years ago in terms of pace, but he's a very tough cookie to beat.
First leg, Brendan to throw first.
So Dolan with the darts. Can he make the fast start he'll have been hoping for?
$59.
No, sir.
Well, both players will have been in that practice room for a good 2, maybe 3 hours.
100.
So it's all about setting yourself when you get on the stage. You have a few practice darts, game on, and then you just want to get straight into your rhythm in the first 2 or 3 visits.
Sometimes, Alan, I know you've told me in the past it can be harder playing in front of a relatively small crowd like this than if the place is packed, because you can hear individual voices, and that can be distracting.
Well, if you remember right at the start there, while they were having a practice, there was they were all laughing at something, weren't they? So something from the crowd, from the front. So you're right, you can hear that instead of that very loud buzz. If you get a really big crowd,
you start thinking what's funny rather than thinking about your darts.
Well, it's not left to finish there, but it all depends really. What Brendan Dolan does here is he's not scored as well as he would expect.
Well, we just saw 142 taken out by William Borland to clinch the match against Simon Whitlock in the first game of the evening. If you're just joining us, Borland, the young Scotsman, beating Simon Whitlock 6-3. This is the opening leg of match number 2. 142 required. Great first dart.
102.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't stay there like William Borland did. But Kim Huybrechts has got a difficult finish himself. Needed the treble 19 for the bullseye.
71.
So now Dolan tops for the opening leg on throw. the pressure on this one.
Game
Nicely
shot,
done.
first leg.
18 darter and Dolan's away.
Second leg, Huybrechts.
That's awful when you're the player behind and you're waiting for your visit to the ball to take the leg and your opponent misses. You're almost getting your leg ready and your arm ready to throw, and then the referee shouts game shot with that last dart. It's a killer!
Some people choose not to watch. Were you a watcher, or did you sort of stand aside in studied indifference and look at the floor?
Sometimes you actually have your head on looking, but you're not really
81.
concentrating on their score. You're just sort of in your own
little zone.
own little zone, I suppose.
140.
Good darts from Dolan. Taking an early advantage in this second leg.
60.
Yeah, certainly not the biggest scoring match so far. Both capable of more, as we know, but it's all about winning a match. That's all that's in the back of both players' minds at this moment in time.
There's the W that counts. Took 18 darts to get the first leg out of the way. But Brendan, as you saw by his reaction with that double that he got off his third dart of the visit, was delighted just to get his nose ahead, and he'll be even more delighted if he can get a break here. Double 12. 11 darter, now that is class.
Certainly is. That first leg was a little bit of a slow burner, not the best scoring, but he got that one under his belt. But that was quality from Brendan Dolan. So uphill task already for Kim Huybrechts.
37.
.144 should be enough for Brendan Dolan to take a 3-0 lead.
60.
Well, he'd have hoped for more than that. Still a chance for Huybrechts, maybe.
134.
That's the big visit he wanted, Alan.
84.
Well, it is, but it's maybe too late in the leg. 14 or the treble. The ball!
59. Kim, you require 54.
Go on, Kim. Go.
Nobody does it quite like you, Alan.
Can't believe Kim Huybrechts didn't go for 4 ball.
Well, there he is. He's into the game. And that's a break of throw. Huybrechts celebrating. And my eardrums survive for another leg.
He certainly needed that leg. Dolan had that dart at the ball for 3-0.
100.
Got to make sure you stay in the match in the first session.
60.
Wasn't too happy with that visit, Brendan, there. Looking to the heavens.
We saw Simon Whitlock take an early lead against William Boland, didn't we? And then Willie came back, and Kim Huybrechts doing the same.
Well, he knows he's back in the match now after taking that third leg. And well and truly, with that maximum, he's got a great opportunity now to get back to level terms. That's not a great first start, but recovered well.
Very well indeed. Big favourite to win this one, Super Kim, as the crowd are, well, 2 or 3 of them are shouting.
100. Kim, you require 106.
18.
Double 16.
Game shot, the
Well, that's quality. A 12 darter.
Deflect, Brendan, the front first.
Break in play at the end of this leg.
100.
And Huybrechts appears to have found his mojo.
Brendan's having none of it. He wants to go into the lead for the break. But good reply from Huybrechts. It's certainly got going in terms of scoring this match.
137.
That's not bad. 1080 followed by 137. An advantage Dolan.
Well, he's had a good leg here, Kim Huybrechts. A ton 40 and a ton, but he's chasing the leg, almost hoping for Brendan Dolan to make a slip up, which he's not doing. Oh, brilliant darts.
Well, that's superb. 9 darts to 34, 44 rather.
Well, he had an 11 darter in the second leg.
60.
He's got a chance of another one here.
Loads of time on his side. 44 required. There's the 12 for double 16. Double 8. Yes, well done indeed. 12 darter for Brendan Dolan, and he takes the lead at the break. 3-2 to the Irishman. Our second match of the night, and Brendan Dolan against Kim Huybrechts.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 6-leg Kim to throw first. Game on.
Well, Huybrechts did well to get back in the match, didn't he? From 2-0 down, got back to 2-2 with a maximum and a 12 darter, but Dolan was having none of it. A maximum and a 12 darter himself to lead at that break. 3-2. There's the averages there.
Decent average, that 90, nearly 99 for the man from County Fermanagh.
137.
I think from the first leg, both players found a little bit of a struggle on the scoring department, but since then, you know, we've had an 11 darter and 2 12s.
58.
Plus a handful of maximums.
And Huybrechts 2 checkout attempts and 2 checkouts produced. 100% in that department.
1.
Well, no ton plus for Brendan, but he'd be happy with the lead so far. This man's got to make the move.
140.
That's better from the Belgian.
Well, now this is an opportunity for Huybrechts to really seize control of this leg.
Well, looking at the scoreline, maybe 18s or 20s. Well, good last start there. Surprised never going for the 18s. Could have left 130, but 124 is pretty good as well.
59.
Bit of standing up because they love the darts. Oh, needed the bull, found the 25, so Dolan, slim chance, but it is one. Looking for the break of throw.
Yeah, just for a moment there, I thought Kim Huybrechts was looking at big 18, but he obviously checked that Brendan was on a finish, and he's certainly one of those players capable of taking out those big finishes.
25. Can't afford any slip up here.
Full concentration needed. Has to move.
9 score.
Now
Wrong way.
this is a real chance for Brendan for the break of throw. Double 12. After his last visit, he'll be fancying this. Should be a decent marker. Oh, now then. Yes, well done. Why didn't that second one go in? As he was saying to himself, it's easy.
Last out, Dolan.
Game on.
So important, though. When you've got the visit, you're in control of the board. Looking good now for Dolan. Looking very good.
As you see, the fourth 180 of the match. Those who like little flutters on such things will no doubt be taking account of that.
Well, there's no doubt that Kim Huybrechts dug really deep in the middle part of this match so far, but Brendan has just showed his class in the last two legs to keep control of this encounter.
One run out, voted.
Still advantage Dolan on the darts.
He's got such good composure, hasn't he, in the match? Almost doesn't let anything worry him, he just does his own thing. I like the fact that he's speeded up slightly over the last 2-3 years.
45.
Yeah, he used to be one of the slowest players, didn't he? And he has become, well, less deliberate, more seemingly a little bit more natural.
Nice. One of those would be nice.
Nice setup. That's a bit of a blocker. Looking for another treble 19.
58.
Well, Dolan's to lose.
Frustration there. Well, there's been some cracking legs in this match so far. And a 15 darter, which it isn't. He's missed with that one. It's certainly good value. We say it so often, big finishes can change matches, not on that occasion. Bad first start there from Huybrechts. A good recovery, but is it too late? Is he about to go 5-2 down?
Couple of 16s then to put Brendan within one leg of the match. Double 16. There's the perfect adjustment, and Dolan gets the dart he wants, and he looks as though he's almost home and hosed.
Yeah, some real quality, but certainly very solid from Dolan. When he gets that opportunity, he doesn't often miss, does he? We've seen on a few occasions he's been with the last dart, but it doesn't matter.
100.
Just looks the more composed up there at the moment, Brendan Dolan.
One run out, voted.
Super scoring from the Irishman.
He's produced some really good heavy scoring in this match, Brendan Dolan, at times that it's really mattered.
On a consistent basis, he is right up there really with a lot of players. Very tough player to beat.
100.
He's on a finish for 6-2.
Well, do you feel he needs another treble here? Well, it will be trouble.
100.
Yes, 146 is a finish, but it's one of those big ones. And if Brendan Dolan doesn't take out the 161,
Which he could.
which he very well could.
How about this? Ball!
36.
Grazed the wire. Good dart. Oh, perfect.
Go on, son.
Oh, just grazed the wire again. So close, yet so far. Dolan then, 25 for the match.
Two big finishes there. One was to win it, one was to save it.
And there it is. Brendan Dolan gets over the line, and Kim Huybrechts knows that he's been beaten by a man who is playing very well tonight. Brendan Dolan through into the next round. He takes the match 6-2.
Northern Ireland's Brendan Dolan is through to the second round of the European Championship, a 6-2 winner against Belgium's Kim Huybrechts. And Brendan will meet the winner of our next match between Rob Cross and Keane Barry. Well, Dolan's average a shade under 96. He hit 3 180s, Kim putting away just 2 of his 6 double attempts. And Dolan won't have too long to find out who his next opponent will be on Saturday.